Good morning, Gravette High School. I'm Ethan.
And I'm Teal, and this is the news for the week of April 17th.
For lunch this week, today we will be having chicken sandwiches or Philly steak sandwiches. Tuesday will be beef burritos or walking tacos. Wednesday will be popcorn chicken or pork roast. Thursday will be meatball subs or pepperoni pizza. And Friday will be pulled pork sandwiches.
Remember, students, prom is this Saturday at Legacy Ranch. This year's theme is Can't Fight the Moonlight. Seniors who pay their dues get a free ticket, while juniors can purchase tickets in the Commons during both lunches. Remember, the only way freshmen and sophomores can go is if a ticket is purchased for them by a junior or a senior. If you're planning on bringing a date that doesn't go to Gravette High School, please fill out one of the forms found at the ticket stand in the Commons. If you have any questions about the dress code, please go visit Mrs. Schaefer or Mrs. Lovell's room.
This week is Student Appreciation Week for Gravette High School, sponsored by FBLA. This week, teachers across the school can show them how much they appreciate their student. And don't forget to stay tuned for any FBLA-sponsored activities.
Remember, freshmen and sophomores, the ACT Aspire will be on Tuesday, April 25th. While freshmen and sophomore students are taking the Aspire, juniors and seniors have the opportunity to either job shadow or have a college visit, which doesn't tally to their yearly limit. Remember, you must contact their respective job or the college you're about to visit. Go see Mrs. Smithers or Mrs. Hawkins for the official paperwork or if you have any questions.
Last Thursday, the GHS Drama Club performed Footloose for the school. The musical starred Will Betts as Ren McCormick and Skylar Hernandez as Ariel Moore.
I think it went really well. How do you think it went?
I think the play went really well. I think every one of the cast members came together with costumes and sets and soundboards and mics and the lights, and it all really came together, and I think the crowd really enjoyed it. My favorite part was the curtain call when we came out and bowed and we heard the whole crowd cheering, and it was a really great feeling.
The dance numbers are always my favorite. It's just because everything is so intricate and we're all so together and in sync, and it's also really fun for the crowd to see too, to see how much work we put into it.
To anyone that came out to see it, thank you.
Our quiz bowl recently went to states and made it to the second round of state competition.
We would have been in the top 8 in the state, so a really good showing.
Quiz bowl consists of rapid-fire trivia across a multitude of subjects ranging from history to sports.
Last week, some of our seniors and juniors toured the 8th graders around our high school. The tour showed the 8th graders what the basics of high school are and what classes are available to them. With a variety of parks in Gravette, we seem to have lost track of how many you have. Here's Carter to tell us more about the parks we have and their history.
When we think of parks in Gravette, slides, swings, and seesaws may come to mind. However, our parks are more than that. Our parks are filled with rich history. First up is Old Town Park, which was acquired in 1906 by Gravette from the Kinleys. It features 2 large pavilions with several picnic tables, making it a great destination for an afternoon picnic. Old Town Park is also home to a 9-hole disc golf course that often hosts local competitions. The bottom of the park features a green space with small creek and is a popular outdoor spot. The top of Old Town Park has a playground, a separate toddler playground, swings, and restrooms. There is a small walking trail that outlines the perimeter of the playground area. A dog park is adjacent to Old Town Park. The Gravette Farmers Market sets up at Old Town Park in the spring, summer, and fall, and sells locally grown produce and goods. Pavilions at Old Town Park can be reserved at no charge. Otherwise, they are available on first-come, first-served basis. Field E. Kinley Memorial Park, also known as Airplane Park, is located in the heart of Gravette, right off of Main Street. Built in 1920, dedicated to Captain Field E. Kinley, a World War I hero and third-ranked highest ace pilot. The airplane in Airplane Park was acquired by a former Gravette mayor, Leroy Bill, who used his veteran connections to acquire the T-33 aircraft. The city's annual celebration, Gravette Day, takes place in Kinley Park on the second Saturday of every August. Next is Pop Allen Memorial Park, which was dedicated to a man named Pop Allen. Pop Allen Park is a sprawling 22-acre sports park. It features 7 baseball fields and 4 soccer fields. Local soccer and baseball leagues use these fields to host their season games. Pop Allen Park is also home to a playground, skate park, human foosball court, and adjoins the Gravette Nature Trail. The trail features a natural habitat for birds, butterflies, insects, and small animals. There are several seating areas along the 0.3-mile trail for wildlife observation. This trail was completed thanks to a grant from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. In conclusion, our city parks are an essential part of the community, with green spaces to let people relax, have picnics, and exercise.
Thank you, Carter.
And now to Johnny for the weather.
Thank you, Teal. Good morning, Gravette students. I'm Johnny Kelly, and this is your weekly weather forecast. Now this week, we're going to start off with some warm weather with a high of 73 and a low of 53 on Monday with some sunny skies. And then the clouds move in Tuesday with a high of 75 and a low of 58. Going into Wednesday, the clouds consist with a high of 76 and a low of 62. And then it's going to get a little bit colder as the rain comes in on Thursday with a high of 78 and a low of 59. And then going into Friday, it cools down a little bit more with a high of 69 and a low of 40 with the rain persisting into the morning. I'm Johnny Kelly, and that is your weekly weather forecast. Back to you.
Last week, we asked you what you thought about the ACT Aspire coming up. 43% of you said that you dislike the ACT because you find them hard. 41% of you said that they weren't hard, but still stress you out. 13% of you said that you think it's difficult, but it gives you an excuse to get out of morning classes. And 3.4% of you think it's easy and low stress.
For this week's survey, would you rather be able to shapeshift into any human existence, past or present, or turn into any animal, like that book series Animorphs? Animorphs. Well, that's everything for this week. I'm Ethan.
And I'm Teal.
And we'll see you next week.